안녕하세요. 마블 퓨처 파이트 유저 여러분, 이지인입니다.
안녕하세요. 마블 퓨처 파이트 총괄 PD를 맡고 있는 김유중입니다.
유저분들은 단순히 PD라고 하면 어떤 일을 하시는 분인지 솔직히 정확히는 잘 모를 것 같은데요. PD님 어떤 업무를 담당하고 계신 건가요?
그 업데이트의 테마 선정이나 아니면은
Good day, Marvel
방향성.
Future Fight gamers. Well, you might have just been wondering what you have just been watching. That was actually a video that Marvel Future Fight put on their YouTube channel around about a week ago. It featured a very fine specimen, Jin Lee, the interviewer, grilling the Marvel Future Fight Star Agent main producer, I believe, for around about 15 minutes with some pretty interesting questions. Now, lots of these questions were actually put together by Star Agents and some of the community as well. We were asked back on the 9th of April, which is, about a month ago now, to come up with a 5-minute video full of questions that we wanted to talk about for, Marvel Future Fight and what the future holds and some stuff about their 5th year anniversary and that sort of thing. So I did that video, and I saw it's been up there as unlisted for a fair while on YouTube, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to publish that. Now, you've got to keep in mind, my questions were done before the Black Widow update. They were done before any of the 5th year celebration events, and it's kind of interesting looking back on the video now and actually seeing how many of the questions that I asked had actually been answered with that Black Widow update. And that's kind of why I gave him a bit of a rap after that update and sort of said, you know what, it was probably the best update we've had for a long time, because they did listen to some of their content creators, whereas we had seen in, sort of prior updates that, as Star Agents or whatever we're called now, Star Agent Club or whatever the hell, that there's, we were going through the sort of motions and there was no real listening happening. So very interesting. Guys, do yourself a favor and watch the video. Turn the subtitles on. It's in Korean, of course. Turn the subtitles on. It comes up in English for anyone who's interested. There's also a code to get a 5-star hero selector in game as well. I'll stick that up there at the moment. And I'll put their YouTube video link in my comments below of this video. And check it out. And do yourself, if you've got some time to kill, compare the questions I asked versus the questions I actually asked in the Marvel Future Fight video, the official video. And yeah, there's a fair bit of alignment there. Also, a quick shout out to Starco Gaming. He seems to have taken over as the stud of Marvel Future Fight, although Alex definitely did get a bit of a mention there. With Balu as well and a couple of other Star Agents. So congrats to those guys who made it onto, Marvel Future Fight's channel. Well, guys, that's it for this one. Next video I'll be doing will be a review of my A90 Samsung phone. I've just been capturing a whole heap of gameplay on that for not just Marvel Future Fight, other games as well. So I'm going to put that together over the next couple of days. Anyhow, guys, hope you enjoy the vid. G'day, Marvel Future Fight gamers. VaderG here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to ask a few questions to the main producer of Marvel Future Fight as a part of their 5th year anniversary. Firstly, to the main producer and your team, congratulations, well done on 5 years. Pretty amazing having a game running for 5 years, so kudos to you and your team. I've been playing for pretty well the entire 5 years, so I just want to say thank you very much for providing such great entertainment over the years. It's been fantastic and introduced me to a lot of different people that I would never have otherwise come across or never have otherwise met. So firstly, thank you very much for that. What we're going to do, we're going to bang on into some questions here and yeah, see how we go. So firstly, my first question number one, I noticed that based on the community feedback, you have plans to improve Alliance Conquest, Timeline, Danger Room as the 3 modes that were highlighted for the main improvement. Do you have any plans to rework Alliance Battle Extreme and have scaling rewards to promote players to push their accounts further? So what I'm saying is beyond the 100,000 mark, there's no real incentive to push your account further at all. Are you going to introduce some scaling rewards into that mode to sort of promote players to improve their accounts, to improve their gameplay, and to kind of promote the Alliance Battle Extreme mode at all? So that's question number one. Okay, another question. I think there is an underlying concern that Marvel Future Fight might get left in the dust, so to speak, with the release of new games planned such as Marvel Realm of Champions. How do you see Marvel Future Fight positioned in the next 24 months? Okay, another question. How far ahead are your development team of the current game? Do you know the next 3, 4, or 5, or 6 tier 3s, who they will be? Do you know what your update is? How many months ahead of the game are you guys actually working? Okay, next question. This one is related to character balancing. Do you have any immediate plans to balance characters within the game? For example, Luna Snow, as you can see on screen, decked out. On some Alliance Battle days, she can score upwards of 10 million, somewhere between 8 to 10 million. Whereas if I were to say take Drax into Alliance Battle Extreme or MODOK, I'd be lucky to hit 100,000 points. So you're looking at, what's that, a scaling of 80 to 100 times better for one character, as in Luna Snow, compared to some of these really older characters that have had no love for an extended period of time. Is there any immediate plans to balance the characters out, and what would that look like in the future? Okay, next question. We've noticed in Squad Battle and in World Boss Ultimate there is actually a reset button to be able to reset your progress within that game mode. In Alliance Battle Extreme, there's never been a reset button where you can just actually go, okay, third of the way through the run, things aren't going so well, can we just press a reset button rather than force closing the app? Happy to spend the 30,000 gold or whatever the reset takes, but is there any immediate plans to develop that as a function within the game? Okay, next question. Failure rate of type enhancement hits. This has been a bit of a thing for an extended period of time where, I mean, I got lucky. I got Spider-Man to rank 6 and was able to, get a CTP selector, which is fine. Thanos, however, been trying to get him to level 6 for the longest time. It takes months and months of grinding, and then the failure rate is so bad. Do you have any immediate plans to actually rectify that issue in game, which frustrates quite a few people? All right. Next question. Okay, next question. Mandalay gems. Mandalay gems have recently been implemented into the game to take the place of awakening materials that were used prior. The acquisition rate of these Mandalay gems is quite poor from Squad Battle. Are there any immediate plans to make the availability of the Mandalay gems a bit more, a bit more freely available? Okay, last question. There's a bug in Alliance Battle Extreme where the silence mechanic actually cancels the beast roar. There's a few characters that can do this. So one character being Cable with his second skill, another character being Captain Marvel with her first skill and her tier 3, and Professor X can do it with his 5th skill as well. To me, it seems like a bug. Is this a bug within the game? If it is a bug, when will it be fixed? If it's not a bug, when can we expect to see more characters with more skills that can cancel the beast roar to make it a level playing field? That's all. Thanks once again. Thanks for allowing me time to ask these questions. Good luck in the next few years development. I hope you keep on powering along with bringing excellent content, keeping up visually beautiful characters, and fun gameplay, and just keep this game alive and keep it thriving as you have for the past 5 years. Thank you.